What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball. Now, I know I haven't uploaded as of recently, guys, but you guys have got to understand I'm writing, I'm on my day job, and I also just got vaccinated, so I'm still recovering from the COVID vaccination, but I was able to catch the Celtics game and give my input. In particular, this one is about Rob Williams and his overall development. And man, just watching that game, you see the next level that Rob Williams has taken. Rob Williams he's a unicorn. That's the best way to describe it. He's a unicorn at the 5 position. He can guard 3 to 5 very well. He's a capable scorer. He's an excellent rebounder. He's an excellent passer, blocks, steals. Like, he can do almost everything that you ask of. There is one thing that Rob Williams needs to add, and it's a 3-point shot, and that will come later in his career. I promise you that is coming. But focusing on the right now, in the present, Rob Williams is an absolute beast. Rob Williams is hands down an absolute beast. He's a future top 5 center in the NBA. He plays with amazing pace. The players around him just gravitate. He makes everyone around him better, and that's when you know you have a special player. That's when you know you have a special player, because without Rob Williams, this team looks a mess. The offense looks a mess. The defense has no intensity. No one plays with any intensity. And before this game and those past 2 losses, no one looked like they cared. When Rob Williams is inserted into this game, they play with a better pace. They play like how they want to play, to be quite honest. And I know this is going to sound wacky and kooky, but I've kind of played around with it in my mind when I'm theorizing it. Rob Williams has low-key become the Gordon Hayward replacement. And what that means is being a steady hand, being a distributor, being good on defense, being a guy that can play within the offense, and he doesn't have to force anything. Rob Williams, in a sense, has become the Gordon Hayward replacement. He plays very well with these guys, and when we're watching this game, you don't even notice that Tatum is dominating. Tatum had 26 and 9. We don't even notice that. We just notice that Rob Williams and his activity in his play and how hard he's playing, this is going to be a really good player. And also, this ends the debate that we have with whether Tristan Thompson is coming back to start. Tristan Thompson is not starting anymore. Brad Stevens needs to get that through his head, because Brad Stevens forced Tristan Thompson on us. He told us that we had to accept Tristan Thompson, and it isn't working. It has never worked. But Brad Stevens has continuously forced Tristan Thompson on us, and we can't take it anymore. Rob Williams is the undisputed starter. I don't care what Brad Stevens says, because before this game, I think it was like last week, he wasn't even committal to whether Rob Williams was going to start when Tristan Thompson comes back. Brad, get your head out of your ass. Rob Williams is a starter. There's no conversation. There's nothing you have to conversate about. There's nothing you even have to, you could just say yes and be all done with the question. There's nothing to look at. You don't have to look at film. You don't have to see any more minutes. We don't have to see any more games with Tristan Thompson starting. We know how it looks. It looks clunky. It looks bad. It looks slow. It doesn't look good. We don't look like a good team with Tristan Thompson and the starters. We don't. We look like the best version of ourselves. We look like the playoff Celtics that went to the Eastern Conference Finals last year with Rob Williams. That's how we look right now. Rob Williams is a special player. A special player. He needs to be playing more. I think in this game, he only played 26 minutes. I need Rob Williams up to 30. I need Rob Williams up to 28, 30 minutes, because he's earned it. Every single game, you see Rob Williams get better and better. And I promise you, watch this Charlotte game that's coming up. Gordon Hayward just got announced he's out. Cody Zeller stinks, and then you've got Bismack Biyombo is the worst NBA big. Listen, I cover the Hornets. Watch for this Hornets game. Rob Williams is going to have a career high in points, a career high in rebounds, and probably a career high in assists. He's going to have a triple-double in this game, and he's going to have a few blocks to go along with it. He is a super special player, super duper special player. And like I said, Rob Williams reminds me a lot of Gordon Hayward, a lot of what Al Horford brought to a guy that is an anchor for this team, a guy that does just a little bit of everything without forcing much. There's nothing that Rob Williams is forcing. He was 100% in this game, 9 for 9. So all of these shots are high percentage. He was a plus 22 with 8 assists from the 5 position. We look like the best version of ourselves when Rob Williams is on the basketball court. We look like the best version of ourselves. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. I'm loving the development of Rob Williams. He should continue to, one, not only start, but continue to have his minutes rise. Because I feel like throughout the season, we saw, Brad buy in a little bit, 22 minutes here, 21 minutes here. You see 26 minutes here. You have to completely buy in. Like, Brad has to completely dive into this. He needs to be at 30 to 28 minutes a game. He needs to be at 30 to 28 minutes a game. Your team plays better when he's on the court. It doesn't matter who else is on the court. Your team plays better. It doesn't matter who's there. He makes everyone better. He's a steady hand. He gets everyone involved. He's a tenacious rebounder. He's a fierce defender. Rob Williams is the key to this team getting themselves back on track. He is. It's just the truth. He's the absolute key on this team getting it back on track because they're running out of games. I'm just being quite honest, and everyone knows it. We're all checking the schedule. We're looking at it. They're running out of games. They've got to get this fixed. They've got to get it put together. This was a good game to start. Rob Williams, and I'm just so proud of his development. But just looking back at last year, how he just wasn't a factor coming into this year, how he's added everything. Rob Williams is going to be a very special player. That's all I got to say. Rob Williams is a very, very special player. He is the key to us getting this season back on track. The absolute key. We need to continue to run the offense through him. As always, guys, I have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.